Hello everybody, it's Maikito. Before I get into the video, I want to quickly ask you guys a question on what you guys think on us on something. When I post these picks, obviously most of you guys click on the video right away, put money on them, and then sometimes 10, 5, 30 minutes after I post a video, a lot of these props go away. And because I post these videos kind of late, the props go away, and some of you guys try to get them in the morning, they're gone or they're bumped, or some people watch it 30 minutes, hour after I post, and they're gone. And a lot of you guys have asked me if I have a premium or if I'm willing to make one. And honestly, I just was gonna keep this just free for everybody, but this is just a proposition. Let me know what you guys think. I thought about doing like a little membership thing here on YouTube. I was thinking of charging maybe 5, 10, no more than $10 on the membership that you can buy, and that would just give you access to the video early. That way, if you really want to, you can get them early before I make it public. It's not going to change anything in the channel. I'm still going to make the videos like normal. It's just if you want to pay that extra money, you can get them a little early. I'll probably like an hour or two before I make it public, but it's just a proposition. I wanted to put that out there. It's not something I'm set on. I just want to give the idea out there, and I want you guys to leave a comment and let me know what you guys think about it. And just something I'm floating around. I'm still not 100% sure on that. But there is a couple of games tomorrow. There actually weren't as many picks that I thought I would like, because there was already 2 or 3 picks that I had that before I made this video was already taken down or bumped. But there's still a couple. Hopefully you guys can get them, and I'll try to get this out as soon as I can, because I have been working really early the last 3 days, which is why I haven't been replying as much on the YouTube comments and the Discord. So I'm sure you guys understand that. But I think I'll just go straight into the picks. My first one is in the English Premier League. It is David Raya, higher than 2 saves, playing away from home for Arsenal, going against Man U. He's a decent keeper, saves 65% of shots. If you guys are in Discord, you know that we do not like Man U anymore. We've taken them so many times and they've laid us down every single time. But this, in my opinion, goes well with us not trusting them, because first of all, they average 6.2 shots on target at home. If they even get that many, because they're playing against Arsenal, who are a good defense. But I'm banking on the fact that we don't like Man U. They shoot on target. They're not going to score. Raya's going to be there to save them. We need them to get at least 2 saves to push, and playing them away from home, I think that's actually a pretty good prop to take. Opposing keepers against Man U have gone over 2 saves in 9 out of 10 games, and some of those games include Liverpool twice, Aston Villa, Man City. So it's not like they're playing bad teams. They're playing against good teams, and it just shows that they get those shots on target. Doesn't mean they're going to score. And I think that's the same case here against Arsenal. I think it's too low. I think he's pretty much guaranteed to get 2, in my opinion, as long as they don't score an early goal and then just defend the whole time, which I don't think is going to happen. So I think it's a good safe spot for David Raya to go higher than 2 saves. My next pick is in Spain La Liga. It is Isco, higher than 2.5 shots assisted, playing at home for Real Betis, going up against Almeida. He averaged 2.9 at home and 3.1 per 90. So averages almost 3 or close to 3 in general, which is what we need him to get. He went over the last couple. If you look at he's been close to getting the over the last couple games. He's had 2-2, 3-2-2, and it's just whether he goes over that 2, and I think he will get 3 or more, because first of all, Almeida allowed 18 shots away, which is a really bad defense, one of the worst in La Liga, and that's just more opportunities for him to distribute the ball to his teammates, who Ayoze Perez, William Jose, who when they get opportunities, they're going to shoot. They're the worst team in the league. He had 2 against them earlier in the season when he played them away from home, but the only reason why I know he for sure would have got more than 2, he got 2 because his teammate got a red card 27 minutes into the game, and because of that, they were a man down really early on, and they were only able to take 6 shots against them away from home. And with those 6 shots, he contributed to 2 of them, and if they get even close to that 18, I guarantee you he goes over that 2.5 mark. He's their cam. He's a good distributor. He's gone over in 6 out of 10 games. The last couple games he's been doing bad, which is why you see that if you look at the last 5 games. But I think that's a trap, because if you take away the 4 games where he's gone under, he's gone over in the last 6 out of 6. They're 2 points off top 6, so they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to take advantage of this bad defense and this good matchup for Betis against Almeida. Almeida's already relegated. No matter if they win every single game, they're out of the league, so they're unmotivated. They're not even playing at home. So I like Isco to go higher than 2.5 shots assisted. My next pick is still in Spain La Liga. It is Antoine Griezmann, higher than 2.5 shots, playing for Atletico Madrid, going up against Celta. He averages 2.7 at home, so it's just whether he gets that third, and I think he will. He's gone over this mark. He's actually only played 3 home games in the league since the start of the year, and he's gone over in 2 out of 3 games. And he's gone over this mark in the last 4 out of 5. You count the other ones too as well. Celta go from allowing 9.8 shots at home all the way up to 15.4 away. So that's a big defensive difference margin when you take into consideration, considering how good Atletico Madrid is at home. He went over this mark when he played them away in general. He had 3 against them, and now he's playing them at home where he takes more shots. Atletico Madrid take more shots. Celta Vigo allow more shots, and they're guaranteed top 4 if they get this win, and he's going to be definitely a contributing factor from that. And he shoots from anywhere, whether he gets headers, he'll take long shots, he'll cut in, he gets passes, he'll shoot from anywhere. So I think it's a good spot against a weak Celta defense for Antoine Griezmann to go higher than 2.5 shots. My next pick is in the Serie A. It is Dusan Vlahovic, higher than 1.5 shots on target, playing at home for Juventus, going up against Salernitana. He averages 1.58 shots on target per 90. He's going against a weak defense. Salernitana allows 16.5 shots away, which is really bad considering the Italian league is known for being pretty slow paced for the most part when it comes to how many shots each team allow. And Salernitana is the worst team in the league. They allow 16.6 shots away from home. They're guaranteed top 5 if they win, but they could potentially go up to 3rd if they win this game. And it's a good matchup for him against them weak team who are bad at defending through balls and counterattacks, which is what he gets most of the time. Not just that, he takes long shots too. He's really good at them. So not only will he take long shots given opportunity against a team that is bad defensively, but he's also going to get shots from through balls and counterattacks. And we just need him to get 2 shots on target, which is a really good mark considering this is a really bad really good matchup for him at home. So like Dusan Vlahovic to go higher than 1.5 shots on target. And my last player prop is in the English Premier League again. Going back to the Man U game, it is Wan-Bissaka, higher than 2 tackles. He went over in the last game against them. He had 5 tackles. We just need him to get 3 and at least 2 to push. He averages 2.1 at home, and in my opinion, I think he just gets 2 for sure. So which is why I like it, because it's safe. It's just whether he gets that 3rd. And the reason why I like this as well is because when he goes against good teams, he always gets at least 2. Against Liverpool, he had 2. Chelsea 3. Then he played Liverpool again 2. Tottenham 2. Villa 2. Newcastle 2. And Arsenal need to win. So Arsenal are going to be aggressive, and they mainly play down the wings. They try to pass the ball around, try to get crosses in. And not just that, he's going to be guarding Bukayo Saka, who we all know is a really, really good player, and he's going to have to stop them. There's a reason why he had 5 in the first game against them, and now they're playing against Arsenal, who are fighting for the title, so they're going to be aggressive. And Man U are not a good defense, so it's going to be a lot of defensive responsibility for Wan-Bissaka. He does good at these big games, at least tackling-wise, so I like this mark for him. So I like Wan-Bissaka to go higher than 2 tackles. I want to give a shout out to my partner Underdog Fantasy. You can use code Maikito in the description. They'll match your first deposit up to $100. Those props that you see that are in white, that's Underdog. I know a lot of people ask what sportsbook I use because I don't see this in my sportsbook. It's a fantasy app. You can use that code and you can get those plays. It's code Maikito again in the description. And then moneyline wise, I use Fliff. It's a mobile app. That's for when I take money lines and stuff like that, because like fantasy apps like Underdog don't offer that. So if you want to use that for the money lines, I have that linked in the description as well. And I also have my Cashapp link if you guys are ever feeling generous and want to give back. Never required, but anything you guys send is always much appreciated. And I thank anybody who uses either one of those codes or ever donates. Thank you. Last video, when it came to money lines, I tried to give some that were somewhat close that you could take on their own if you wanted to. It went 2 and 2, so you should have profited. If you parlayed them all together, that's just how you want to play it. But I gave those on purpose in case you just wanted to take them 1-1-1-1, just singles. So they're pretty good. But this time you can take them however you want to take them. In my opinion, one of them is more juice, so that's just one to pair with the other ones. But the other two you can take as singles. But the first one in the Italian Serie A, it is the Lazio money line against Empoli. They've gone over this mark at home in 9 out of 17 games, which is a little over half. But the games that they didn't win are Milan, Bologna, Napoli, Inter Milan, Roma. So the games that they don't win are against really tough defenses, really tough teams, or really good attacks. Some of them have been draws, so it's not like they're losing against all of them. It's just to show you that the teams that they don't manage to win against are good teams. It's not like when they play teams like Empoli that they lose. So I think they do beat Empoli. Empoli have lost 4 of the last 5 league away games, and Lazio beat Empoli away at their house 2-0 in the first game. And Empoli the main reason why I don't think they'll even tie against Lazio is because they have a bad attack, and Lazio currently top 7. If they win this game, they have a possibility of getting top 5, which is now usually for Champions League in the Serie A it was top 4, but starting next season, or I guess this season, it's top 5. So if they win this, they'll be like 1 point away from a top 5 with this win. So they're very motivated at home against a weak Empoli side to beat them. They're healthy. There's no reason why they shouldn't be able to perform against them. So like the Lazio money line against Empoli. My next one, this is the one that I say you can pair with something else to make a plus money. It's in Spain La Liga. It is the Atletico Madrid money line against Celta Vigo. They have won 15 out of 17 games at home. They're really, really good at home, going up against a bad Celta Vigo defense. They beat them in the first game at their house 2-0, and now they're playing at home when they're much, much better. They've beat them over this season and including the past seasons. They've beat them in their last 5 games straight. No draws, no losses. They've beat them in 5 straight. And if they win this, they secure top 4, which gives them a Champions League spot for next season. And they have a fully healthy attack. So I definitely expect Atletico Madrid to dominate Celta Vigo. So like the Madrid money line against Celta Vigo. And my last one, they let me down last time, but I like the value. I'm taking them again in the German Bundesliga. It is Bayer Leverkusen, their money line against Bochum. They're still undefeated, so it's pretty much, and Bochum is not the team that's going to beat Leverkusen, knock on wood. Hopefully that doesn't bite me. But Bochum is a bad team, nowhere near Leverkusen's level. They're still undefeated, and it's pretty much whether or not they win or they draw. And I think they win. First of all, they destroyed them in the first game when he played them at home 4-0. And their next big game is in 2 weeks. Their next game after this Bochum game is against Augsburg at home, and 4 days after that is their big game. So I expect most of the starters, except for maybe 1 or 2, to play this game, because if they do risk starters, it's not going to be until the next game. So I still think that he plays their main team for the most part. As long as they have Grimaldo and Frimpong, which are expected to play, I definitely expect this Leverkusen team to beat them. I feel like the reason why this line is the way it is, if it was any other game, this would probably be at minus 200, minus 250. But the reason why it's at this mark is because they expect them to play lighter because they came off of that win. But I don't think they rest players this game. I don't expect them to rest them 2 games in a row, because then they'll be cold in the final. So if they do rest them, it'll be next game. I don't think they do it this game, and they're going to stay undefeated. And then Bochum, in their last couple games, they've been doing relatively well for their level, but they haven't been playing any good teams at all. They've played Union Berlin, Hoffenheim, Heidenheim, Köln, and Darmstadt, all bad defenses. So they haven't played any good teams in a while. So now they have to play against a really good team. It's a big jump in level, playing Leverkusen, the undefeated team of the year, the story of the season. I think this is too much for them at home. So I like the Leverkusen money line against Bochum. For those that are wondering about last video, I didn't put the recap in the beginning. It's just because I wanted to go over what I was talking about in the beginning. But if you do want a quick recap of that, player prop wise, the YouTube ones, they went 6-2, so they're really good on that one. Money lines, like I said earlier, went 2-2. When it comes to added plays, I don't even want to talk about those. I added those thinking they would be good, but I believe one pushed and the other 2 or 3 had missed. So I know a lot of you guys don't even look at the added plays, so I don't feel too bad about that, because I feel like most of the views or most of the people that watch come for the video and don't even look at the description. So I still will add more if I do like them. Just not that good at the description ones yesterday. But I do like these plays for today. Honestly, I probably won't add more tomorrow. I haven't been responding a lot because I've just been working a lot. So after tomorrow, I will have a couple days off. So I should be able to respond more. But hopefully you all guys have a good night and we can cash out again tomorrow. And please let me know what your guys' opinions are about the beginning of the video. Please leave a comment if you guys would. But thank you all a lot and hope you have a good night.